Hi, this is our final time together. We're going to just mention some of the things that came up in chapter 25, and we really want to kind of launch you into coming together to begin the process of looking at your school district, and figuring out how do we not only begin to practice being human-shaped educators, recognizing human-shaped learning, but how do we begin to look at our school and create a human-shaped school, a human-shaped district, a human-shaped learning community. And so we have some documents, some resources that are yours for free that you can begin to come together now that you've learned all about human-shaped learning and begin to process some of the other elements in your school, in your practice, whether it has to do with grading, has to do with the schedule, has to do with the climate and culture of the school. All of those things are things that you may want to look at and say, do we have something in place structurally that's frustrating our ability to practice human-shaped learning?
One of the things that was our hope for this particular learning experience is that whether you're doing this by yourself and you've read the book and you've done these reflective videos and journaling on your own, or you had a chance to do them in a small group, or maybe with your school as a whole, that you have had an opportunity over time to think about your practice, to consider whether or not this idea of really humanizing learning is important to you, important to your classroom, important to your school. And now that you have gotten to a place where you have done that deep reflection and you have spent that time, can we look at what it would look like to do this on a larger scale? What would it be like if our school as a whole decided to shift into this direction where we are focused on making sure that the experience of not only our students but also our teachers is very human focused, where I'm not just seen as a robot moving through my day checking off tasks, but I am engaging in things that are meaningful to me, that are shaping me, that are forming my identity in a really good way.
We kind of live in a time when many teachers are feeling disempowered. Like, you know what, the best thing I can do is to close my door and do what I know is best, and just hope for the best. And I understand that feeling. But if you have grown and you have felt moved with your colleagues to say, hey, there's a better way for us to do this, it is now time then to look around, look at your community, look at your school board, look at your administration, look at the policies that are there, and look at them understanding that they didn't spring up out of nowhere. There are reasons that all of those things have been in place. But as professionals, we as educators can begin to take our knowledge of our students, of what learning is, what teaching is, and have a critical eye about what might we need to do to make things better for all teachers, for all of our students. Because at the end of the day, that's what our job is, not just to nose to the grindstone and push on, but to really say, how can we do a better job of helping the students in this community learn and grow and become wonderful, amazing people, the people they were always meant to be.
As facilitators for the Center for Courage and Renewal, one of our favorite things to do is to have teachers on retreat and to look at some of these things. And that is something we offer to you. If you feel like you're in a place where some time to reflect as a whole for maybe a staff or a leadership team or something like that, or maybe you and some of your friends who are also educators and are interested in transforming education, that's something we can do for you, is to meet with you and to offer a retreat or some sort of professional learning experience so that you can have time to do more reflection in community and think about what this might look like in your particular setting.
We wish you the best, and we wish you a wonderful and productive time together as you recognize that all the knowledge that you need about human beings, about learning, about teaching, you possess it. You have all those stories. You know those things. It's just a matter of creating the space to be able to launch them into the air and gather around them and make decisions about what you're going to do next.
Thanks for going on this journey with us, and we hope to see you again sometime in the future.
Be well.